Oh, what would it be like to run some of the coolest Hondas ever? Now, our job as parents is to embarrass the hell out of her. So what do we have here, babe? What happened?
Staying warm. Their outdoor wood boiler.
Three three-wheelers and a little four-wheeler? Haha, this is gonna be awesome.
Definitely makes Mr. Brian's Amazing World that much more amazing.
Just when you think you can't get any sexier, I tell you. Awesome stuff. Have a great day, everyone. Let's go take this out for a little spin. Well, all right, here we are, Mr. Brian's Amazing World. Everybody's on their machines. We're going out for our first little ride on the property. Got a big blue here. There we go. Look at this nonsense. Come on, Alec. Come over here by our little beach on our stream. Well, we found some mud. Oh, that a girl. Okay, guess there's 3 mud holes on this property. Come do it again. Fancy meeting you in the mud hole. And the dog. We got us all. We're all playing in the mud. All right, good. So cool. Family donuts. That's awesome. Go ahead, babe. That a girl right there. Those are kids. I love it. Gotta have your own land for some fun like this sometimes. Look at that, we found mud. glad you are. Hot.
Okay, stop.
Are you okay back there?
I don't care.
You're starting to what? You're freaking out. Alright, well, we're not even registering speed yet. That's good, that's good. Would you feel better if you were driving?
No.
No? Ah. A three-wheeler. Ah. Likes those three-wheelers. You hear that? Alright, hang on. This might be fast.
No, don't go fast.
Okay. Is that good enough? Whichever way we're going, but I don't seem to be telling you which way we're going, so woohoo!
Okay.
Does that mean you're ready to drive? No?
No, I want my Exhaust.
Aha! Not a bad machine hauling both of us around. A little tippy. Okay, it's a lot of tippy. Program those screams in any better. Bump. There you go. I think you're getting it. Scared yet? Uh-oh, we're not gonna make this way, but we're not gonna make it. Ooh, we made it. Woo! Woo! All right, now we gotta lean right. See, that's where we went over before.
You don't like that power? How many Volkswagens can make a dog slide?
Always wondered about ripping one of these. Woo, that's a fun one. Starting to get the hang of this two-stroker. You have a great day. Go out and ride, get dirty and play, and enjoy your toys. Winter snow is the best. Whoa, look at the speed. Woo, jeez. Ooh, that was close. No one hit you. It's a little slick, I will say. Wow, that was fun. I wonder what our time is here.
5086.
Where we at here? A 5086. Well, we have a baseline to go with our Honda 250 SX. Let's bring out some more machines here. See what I can get going. Cool. All right, we're gonna take out a 1986 Honda 350X next. And this thing, obviously, it has some green plastics on here. And this thing's an animal. It's got 18-inch tires on the rear, so they're kind of on the small side. Set up for racing. Wow, man, that was a ride. I haven't gotten a good one like that in a while on that thing. Always, always, always hold on and never give up, because you might just pull it off. And I did. 49.18. It's a little faster than the SX, I should hope so. But man, these tires sunk in a few times. Wow, she's cool. I don't want to put it in gear like that. That is just a really, really fun bunch of toys there. So we have a couple more three-wheelers yet to take out. Let's see, which one should we do next? You know, we have another 86 350X. It's an original looking one. It's pretty much all original. Maybe we'll take that out and see how that compares to this one. Cool. So here's the lineup so far. Now we have the 85 SX, 250 SX, the 86 350X, and now the 86 250R. So let's get into this thing. We had a 49.18 with that 250 or 350X. There you go with that. Let's see if we can do this here. All right. Pull her out of the way. She's on ice. She doesn't want to go anywhere on this ice. Whew, I can't even walk on it. Let's see if she'll fire right up here. Just had it running a minute ago. Oh, this thing gets your heart pounding. ride. 46, 46.
Quickest.
And it was the fastest. That thing's light, snappy. This is heavy, sinks in more. But it does have small Boulder tires too, so I might have to bring the other one out to run it to see. Woo. Wow. Well, that was fun. All right, let's do another one while you're going. Head back up there. Let's go right in the corner. It's in 1997. Well, let me know. Everything. Probably the easiest thing to ride here. It's almost point and shoot it. So what was the time on that thing?
46.77.
Holy cow, that was really fast. It was slightly faster on the R, like ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was a lot of fun. We gotta take some more stuff out here. I don't know, even get the snowmobile out. God, that thing is beautiful. Every one of these. Just fun toys. You ever get a chance to ride these old archaic machines and actually really ride them? How many people can gun them and hang on and tangle them around? Same with those old snowmobiles. They have really narrow tracks, so they're very tippy too. Makes them a lot like these three-wheelers. Wow. You know, this thing's a pretty clean machine for 1985. I've had this one for almost 20 years now. I've probably had this one about 10. And that's the newer one. We just picked up the R finally after years and years of searching and looking for one. Came across it. No, I couldn't let her go. It was one of those things I would kick myself forever if I ever missed out on this deal. So yeah, she's really cool. She's got a little wider rear end to her. Helps with stability. It does have a stock exhaust. I do like that. Keeps it nice and quiet. We have a 350X. It's got the aftermarket exhaust and a 350X carb, and that thing is so loud. Maybe we could take that out next. Well, we got old Blue here to fire up, our Big Blue, or formerly known as a Big Red, Honda 250 ES. This is an 85 model. We changed plastics on it and made it blue. So they called this one the Big Blue. Let's fire it up and see how she does running around here on this this course. I'm gonna choke it here a little bit. Another really cool three-wheeler. Biggest beast made size-wise. Reverse, electric start, 5 gears, an automatic clutch. Let's go check this thing out. More of a tank than anything. They're fun. Yeah, let me find a good spot here to start. tricky to come through here. Now I lost my camera girl and my stopwatch person, so I'm gonna have to do all this somehow. So let's see here. I got the one camera, and here we go. That was close. It's a little bit slick out here today. Gonna have to run that next one. Wow, I can't steer this thing at all out here. Let's try this one more time here. Jesus God, what gear was I in? Ready? Woo, man. Can't do it all. Well, there you have it. Big Blue. It's pretty cool. A little difficult to steer here and there. I wonder if this snowmobile is going to fire up. If it does, just take this for a quick run. Haven't ran this one in a few days. Alright, well, we have our 75 Arctic Cat Panther 440. Just took it out and filmed the trees, so probably have to do it again. off a little bit. These things don't have much suspension for an old machine. Still a great time. Really fun ride. Like I said, not a whole lot of suspension on these old beasts. Kind of beats you up a little bit. But heck, for a 50-year-old snowmobile, it fires right up like that and goes for a ride. That's pretty cool. That's like this thing, you know. 1985. So this thing's kind of old too. Get on it and just beat on it and have a good old time. Clean them up, rebuild them, and do it again. Be good for many, many, many more years. Honda 250 ES Big Red. I mean, this gave them... Everybody knows what the Big Red was. One of the greatest three-wheelers ever made. Big tank. Good times around here on the track. I hope you like this video. I hope you subscribe and you comment. And maybe we can get some other ones out here. Okay. Let's see. So, here's our scoreboard here on our chalkboard. So you can see the fastest was the 250R. 46.46, and just behind that was that 300 four-wheeler. I mean, at 46.77. That thing was the easiest to go around the track on. It just kind of pulled itself and went everywhere. And then the sled was very bouncy and dangerous, but the track was made for that, so it's kind of the way it is. I would say the Big Blue and the 250 SX are very close. It's give or take a little bit. It could be a second quicker on that. Could have just been the difference of me doing the timer, trying to do it myself. But that gives us a little bit of a baseline to go by as far as what's what. They're all pretty close in speed and ability around this track. Like I said, some are a little less work than others. And the hardest one around here was the 350X, because it's kind of a very tight track, and that thing's a big, powerful machine, wants to kind of go. But it worked pretty well. So there you have it. Now, all these run times that were accrued here were no practice laps. Everything was started up, warmed up, and taken for a spin first time through as fast as you could go. So that kind of, I think, leveled the playing field across everything except for maybe the snowmobile, because I've been used to running that around for the last bunch of while, even though the track was different today. Overall, I think without having that prep, really gives you an even advantage for all of them. It's kind of just hop on and go, and a machine's a machine. Let's see what it can do. But really nice, good times, and well, I enjoy doing videos like this and getting out and playing, especially in winter time. And we get to build a track with our snow. That's really cool, and utilize it and enjoy it. Most people just hate the snow, and it's a real pain in the butt. But it is nice if you can play. Hey everybody, today, Mr. Brian's Amazing World, we're showcasing our 1971 Volkswagen bus. Now, this particular bus, man, I found it a bunch of years back, and when I went to look at it, my first determination was, if I'm going to buy this bus, if I open the door and I don't see the ground, and I couldn't believe my eyes when it was still solid, beautiful metal in there. So I bought this thing, and it wasn't red, it was the ugliest color yellow you could imagine, and the kid did just a quick respray on it. So spent some time fixing it up a little bit and decided, okay, maybe I should paint this thing. And well, I painted it in the garage, bought a nice gun, learned how to do it, and I think it came out absolutely gorgeous. So let's see, 1971, it's a bay window model bus. I mean, they made a ton of these. There's not a whole lot of them left on the roads today. The road salt ate them, and I mean, they were crushed up pretty good back in the day. But this bus is just absolutely something else. It has the camper interior in it. It does have a tin top, which makes this a weekender model type bus. As far as the interior goes, about one of the only things I didn't want to do was anything with the ceiling. I like it the way it is. I let my daughter decorate it and color on it and draw on it, and it's kind of neat. It gives us a little character to it. Found this little thing hiding in the dash when we were building it. Kind of made that the spirit of the bus as it floats up there. The dashboard, as you see, it was all padded originally. I tore that part out. I like it better seeing the metal. It makes it have that older feel and appeal to it. As far as the door panels, got redwood door panels on it. And this is real redwood, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, very few vehicles have real wood interiors to them. This is obviously the walnut original interior that it had. And it has the jump seat, and you can store some stuff under there. And kids love sitting on this because it's backwards. And believe it or not, this is the original vinyl material that was used as the seat cover. That's why I didn't change it. It's kind of neat. It's kind of old and ragged. Same with the front seat. I mean, this one, I could use some new seats, but it really does show a little bit of character to this particular bus. I mean, as far as everything on the outside goes, she was all redone except for the bumper. And it had its little dings and dents in the bumper, and you know, I figured rather than straighten those, let's leave those. They show the character and the history, and it's like, you see this beautiful bus? Those little pieces to tell you the life it led prior to this. So, normally this bus would be pushed along with a 1600cc engine, and well, I've had plenty of Volkswagens, and you know, they leave a lot to be desired having such a small engine. But this bus has a spare tire. That seat folds down, and there's a compartment over there. Back to the engine though. So, this particular 1600cc engine is not a 1600cc Volkswagen engine. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2001 Subaru 2-liter engine. It is fuel injected, computer controlled. It has 2 radiators on it. This thing actually has heat to it. It makes about 160 horsepower, which compared to the 40 horse it started with, well, that's 4 times the power. As you know, you finally can go up a hill and actually pass people if you really want to. So this little jug here is just my overflow for my antifreeze. It's a little tricky to actually bleed this system because everything is so high, and I really want to know what's going on with this, and if there's any change in this at all, then I know there's an issue. So far, I mean, I've really done pretty well with this. As far as hooking up the throttle linkage, I have the old Volkswagen linkage coming through here, just the throttle, and the weird connector that came off the Subaru, I was able to wedge together and tie it up and clip it on there, and it works absolutely perfectly. I had to get a new belt to fit this on there, and I kind of wish I kept the old air conditioning system. I could have actually hooked this up in here. So, well, this thing starts, it runs, it's reliable, you don't have to do anything. The old Volkswagen engines, you were constantly tuning and adjusting the valves, and you had no power at all, and they didn't move. So, like I said, with the whole heat issue here, I decided I wanted to keep this as original as I could. If I changed this back one day to the stock motor, no problem. I didn't do any modifications that I can't get rid of later. So, with that said, I kept the heating system, the ductwork system from the Subaru, and I run my heat lines through here. The only thing I did to this car was cut 2 little holes to run the radiator lines through here for heat, and then that can come out through the bottom of this when we really need it. And I store the battery under the seat as well to do all my stuff from there. This is just to hold up that. Overall, like I said, this seat does fold down here and pulls out to be a bed. Maybe I could show you that in a little bit. But overall, let me, there you go. Hop in there, young lady. Go for a little spin here. Oh, you want to come too? Go ahead. Come on. Hop in. Of course, you gotta go. Why, it wouldn't be the proper video without the dog following along with us. So, here, I'll let you hold this for a minute. For a neat old bus, like I said, this dash pad, it had all this. I tore that out. I didn't like the way that looked. So, with this, you turn it on, you hear the fuel pumps kick on, let them run for a second. Turn the key and she fires to life. I mean, vroom, vroom, vroom. You probably can't even really hear it. It's a Subaru engine. I left the stock exhaust on that. I wanted to keep this thing as quiet as I could. I mean, who wants a noisy car? It's great to be quiet. Why don't you go lay down, girl, because you're going to be, have a seat. I have to shift and everything. Right in the front. Can you believe this? Got this whole bus and she's in the front here. And it's geared extremely low for the amount of power we have. And it's awesome. Girl, you gotta go move back there. This is ridiculous. You're gonna get bopped in the head when I shift. There we go. And no, come on, girl. Go lay down.
Ellie.
Alrighty, here. And you can see, I mean, for an old Volkswagen, this thing really gets up and moves here. We're already going 60. 65, we shift into fourth at 65.
Hi,
Right dog. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. She's running pretty well. Like it. I didn't notice.
Kind of seemed like it.
Really? Should go get that one. Yeah. What a beautiful day. I hope y'all like this bus and our little video here. We'll take you out another time, and make sure to like and subscribe, Mr. Brian's Amazing World. If you have any questions, like, comment, whatever, share it. I'll be glad to answer them for you. I mean, this has been my project. I spent a lot of time ripping the engine out of the Subaru and the whole wiring harness, and it was a project alone to do that. And you can see the first start of this engine on one of our other videos and some other stuff we do. And I hope you're enjoying your day and your little cruise in a 1971 Volkswagen bus with a 2001 Subaru engine in it. And this thing is great. Yeah, okay, here we go. Hey, look, they're already waving to us. I love it. We fly right along. Yeah, we got to get these roads fixed in Pennsylvania. I don't want to drive this thing because it's not good when you slam into these 6-inch deep potholes. It does a heck of a job to this thing, number to it. But yeah. And you can see, I mean, it just puts right along in, you know, first gear here like nothing. You know, get you out of here. Stay over there, stay over there, stay over there. Come here, Alice. Come on, come on over here, girl. Come on. So what did you think of your little ride?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Wait, groovy.
Groovy? Oh, it's groovy. All right. Oh, that was fun to make the dog slide around. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Here, hold this for a second. I'll open this bed up and show you what this looks like. It's really cool to have this, especially on, you know, if you go to a party or whatever. Now this pulls up, and you got to kind of push down at the same time. It's a little weird. There we go. It just clicks and clacks. I just didn't have it right, but now you know. I mean, I'm 6'1". If I can lay down here, definitely pretty cool. I mean, I can see why these things were so popular back in the day. I mean, who wouldn't love to have a, you know, little contraption like this? Now, what do you think of it? Is it even groovier?
It's even groovier.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Be the shaggin' wagon here, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's for sure. And this is pretty much the bus. I did put a temperature gauge here so I can watch that and make sure that my fans, I have 2 electric fans running off my radiators in the back. And it does, you feel the heat coming through here once in a while. What a great motor. I mean, you can really beat on this thing quite a bit. I had to run a few extra lines for my fuel injection, and it has a return line going back into the old vent. Let's see, a couple other things. Like I said, there's grounding wires everywhere on this thing, and sort of making this little block and holding that in there. This is still the stock intake from the Subaru. All these parts and pieces, even the exhaust system. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, we're pretty low to the ground here. I mean, I have quite, well, I have about 4 inches of clearance normally, and it's pretty low, but not as low as some cars. And I haven't hit the pan yet, but I do bump this every once in a while. That is the stock Subaru exhaust underneath there. And what I did get was this U-bend. It was really the only piece that I had to buy. I have the O2 sensor welded in right here, and I was able to hook that all together and back out of there, and it works really, really well. The only thing that I don't have under this thing is the old cat from this. Luckily it's a 71, I'm not required to have that. However, when I did have the cat in there, it really got too hot, and it was like about another 100 degrees of temperature to deal with in such a tight, small space. I was having some trouble with that. As soon as I got rid of that, it worked a whole lot better. It was loading up and backfiring through it for some reason. Most likely probably due to grounding wires. That was back when I first got it going. Overall, the only problem I have, I managed to hit a deer at 5 o'clock in the morning one day. Yeah, that wasn't very nice. I felt that thing with my toes. It was kind of scary. I mean, you don't want to hit anything in this machine. There's only like a tiny, thin little piece of tin in front of you to protect you. But overall, pretty lucky to have such a great vehicle in this condition. Most of them are all really rusted apart, and there's no floors or doors or even this whole part. It's like, wow, look at this. That's what they're supposed to look like? Unbelievable. I feel extremely lucky to have stumbled across this bus and picking it up. And I mean, you have these windows that pop out here. Really kind of neat to give you a little cross ventilation in the thing. Let you take your nap.
And you really could. This is seriously comfortable.
Oh, it is. I've slept on it before.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah. Took it to a wedding. It was a great time. Yeah. Definitely neat. And like I said, the kids love this jump seat because it's backwards and you can store some stuff in there. And the whole key with doing this engine conversion was to make it as original as I could and not damage anything. And okay, yeah, there's some quirks and this could be fixed, but again, you know, those are perfect little things in the bus, and I really like that it's not 100% perfect. It's got its just right character. When it's too nice, you don't want to use it. Now, this cutout piece here, I got this, came with the bus. Some other person had put a Type 4 engine in this bus. So I did find another interior piece, and I reused the one that he had hacked all apart for this, so I didn't ruin a good apron for this. And I still have the old one, so I can ever put it back to original I can. I don't see why I ever would, unless something really cool comes out with some fuel technology where I can run the old motor again. But otherwise, why bother? It's great. So make sure you like and subscribe, Mr. Brian's Amazing World. We do a ton of other stuff. We take this Jeep out. We show you how to do all kinds of cool stuff with that, the three-wheelers. We have a ton of videos now, and the dog is in almost every one of them, surprisingly. We go out sailing and camping and hanging out.
I'm wondering how many videos she's in.
Oh, quite a lot. You should probably keep track of that, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway, you have a great day, and make sure to subscribe. We really need you to subscribe. But thank you. Have an awesome day.